So today I'm going to be talking about slander and also hyperbole, aka over exaggeration. And I'm also gonna be putting these beads into this, which is where I have all my little beads to make candy. It's lagging. Quit it. Okay. So the other day I was actually making some by myself. I literally was supposed to be cleaning my room, but I stopped midway because I don't know, too boring, I guess. But like, look at all these little candy. So cute. And like, I'm supposed to be cleaning my room, but who the hell likes cleaning the room when you find cute little knickknacks to distract yourself with? So cute. I even took a shower for this, and I used shampoo. Be glad. Feel special today. Cause, holy shit, slander. Slander that has to do with drugs, that has to do with showering, that has to do with so much shit. The way people like painting other people just because they're so hater. I don't know, they're just haters. You're so hater. But so like probably not that bad. I don't want to show all my closet. I just want to show all the candy. I can't. So I'll do my best this way. So I don't even know what to say, honestly. All that slander. All that slander. Like, I don't even go around telling people how wrong they are for not being vegan, how evil they are for doing coffee continually as a drug. Like, coffee affects farmers. Coffee is made in South America and like Central America and like in Latin American countries, and people don't talk about how all those people are exploited just so lazy fat Americans can have their cup of joe in the morning. But God forbid someone once do cocaine, Wolf on Wall Street style. He gets glorified while the common people get put into jail for it. And then there's people like fucking Elon Musk and what's his face? Joe Rogan out there doing like crazy drugs. And no one even bats an eye. But because I try to make a point out of things that people don't like to hear, facts don't care about your feelings, right? Like, okay, well, let's talk facts. Drugs have been used by our American government before to experiment on like, what is it, soldiers for PTSD and for all that kind of stuff. They even tried it on like 1950s housewives, or I think that was the year they were using LSD and stuff like that. The only reason why they outlawed a lot of drugs like psychedelics was because people were being all woke in the 70s, and then like that shit bothered them. But God forbid you be the common people. God forbid you be a prostitute. I'm not saying I'm a prostitute, but I mean I do support prostitution. And I mean, technically, if you consider being married and like being a housewife, that's like a prostitute. You're getting paid to be there, stay at home. Like, if you're a housewife, you're getting paid to be there, stay at home sex doll. There's a lot of hypocrisy in a lot of the things that people try to use against me. Like, you don't like hearing what I have to say, okay, just say I'm wrong. But bringing up history and like misconstruing it, taking it out of context, not knowing the whole truth, and adding like so much more into it that wasn't even like in there in the first place. Like, oh, come on, guys, I've been called a crackhead, and it's like, do I look like I do crack? I mean, I have crackhead energy occasionally, especially if I'm really fucking drunk, like crackhead. Crackhead energy. I just want to do everything. I'm invincible, and like I'll literally have some of my best workouts. Well, I used to, because now I'm like at home. I can't do anything here. Some of my best workouts were me drunk as shit or me high as hell. Like, dude, best workouts, because you're not even thinking about like, you're just like in the zone. And explaining that to the simple-minded people who think, ooh, drugs bad. Did you know that sugar is like a worse drug than regular drugs sometimes? Like, sugar is addictive, and sugar is actually like pretty bad for you, especially if you use like Splenda and like what's that other one? Yeah, like xylitol and all those as like sweeteners. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but if you use those as sweeteners, some of them cause cancer. I never knew cocaine caused cancer. I never knew booze caused cancer. I never knew weed caused cancer. I mean, I've heard that weed helps cancer patients. I'm assuming if you have lung cancer, if you have bad lungs, yeah, it's probably gonna be worse for you. If your weed is like continually having like, what is it? Like if it's poison, not poison. If it has GMOs and all that shit, if it has like shit that it shouldn't have in it, maybe it will cause cancer. But like, context, people, context. It's fucking dumb that I have to like get on video and like come and clear this shit up. Like, some people have sex. Okay. We call it normal. Like, people need touch. There was this one experiment that was done. I'm not sure where. I don't think it was in Germany. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, there was this one experiment where they took, I think, about like 26 or 23 or 21, 20 something babies. And they put them in a room, and they would do nothing with them but change their diapers and feed them. They could not hold them. They could not comfort them if they cried. Like, they literally had to be untouched. And by the time that this other agency, or I don't know what the fuck it was, by the time they got to the babies to like save them, because they were like, hey, this is very unethical, yada yada yada, they took the babies away, right? It didn't matter by that time, because like the babies had grown up like touch starved, so they all died. Like, none of them made it out alive out of that experiment. So I mean, I guess like you can judge people for having like drug addictions, for having sex addictions, for having like, I don't know, just addictions in general. Like, fast food addicts, people that eat more than one fast food meal a day, or eat at like just don't eat at home at all, period. Like, are we gonna judge them? Because if we get down to what is ethical, when it comes to drugs, are you hurting someone? Probably not. Maybe the people selling it, maybe they are. And that is like a video for another day that I could go really deep into, on how like drugs can hurt cartels and how they hurt each other and just pin them against each other. It's like a rat race. Everything at this point is a rat race in a different way. But where was I? Fast food, booze, coffee. Like, how dare you look down on drug addicts when y'all do coffee? At some point, coffee was outlawed, I think in France. I'm not sure which year, but it was outlawed because a lot of people were sitting down to talk about politics, and it was creating so much havoc that they were like, okay, we can't give people something like that was like historical day, like cocaine, like speed, like they were all just like kooky, like arguing about like what is wrong with the government, and of course they didn't like that, so they outlawed it. So when we do like shrooms and like LSD, anything that is psychedelics, it's gonna kind of like, I say it's gonna open up your mind a little bit to the abstract. It's gonna make you question reality a lot, depending how much you do, depending how strong you are mentally, how like you can take in like how you process it. Some people will have a bad trip, and my favorite thing to say is like, if you have a bad trip, it's probably because you're mentally weak. Like you can be going through hell and back, but if you have a good mind state going in and through it, you'll be fine. A lot of people can't do that. They will trip. I've had friends who trip on simple weed, and it's like you're fighting demons. I don't know what's going on inside your head that weed gives you anxiety, but personally, weed kind of takes that away from me. And I hate when people are like, drugs, you're so bad. They hold you back spiritually. I'm sorry, DMT, ayahuasca, shrooms, you can do those while you meditate. Weed while you meditate. Some of the best meditations you'll probably have. Like, drugs can be so mind-blowing, so like it can just like open you up in ways that you don't know are possible. And even if you get anxious while doing drugs, it probably means you have to work something out inside, or it probably means that you're not eating right. Did you know that gastritis and anxiety sometimes get confused for each other? People will be like, oh, I have anxiety, and it's actually gastritis because they probably had something acidic. They probably ate like pizza or something with like pasta sauce that is very acidic. Like they haven't had enough water, they haven't had enough greens in their diet. Like these things get confused for each other. And then people do drugs after having a bad diet for like a week, for a month, for like life, and then they're like, I'm never gonna do drugs again because I had the worst trip. And if I were to like ask them, well, what did you eat? Did you drink water? Have you had greens? Like, were you also like, what state of mind were you in also? Like, are you a mentally strong person, or are you easily influenced by like outside factors? Are you like very impressionable? Because if you already go in to doing drugs in a certain mindset, you're setting yourself up to fail. You're not gonna learn anything from it. And then once you start complaining about it, all you're gonna do is ruin it for everyone else. And I'm not saying that people that do drugs are superior or smarter or anything. I'm just saying it affects different people in a different way. You guys need to watch that one video. I don't know which episode it is. It's like called the Midnight Gospel, and it's the episode where Clancy, I think is his name, he goes and he talks to the president, and they're talking about drugs. That will probably explain it better than I would. But please don't come and attack poor people for doing drugs when you don't go attack the people at the top doing them. You don't attack them when they turn a blind eye to the people bringing them in. There's nothing wrong with bringing drugs in. America is one of the highest drug using countries in the world, especially when it comes to like cocaine and certain things. Like America consumes drugs like a motherfucker. Like, but I'm the problem, cause I got lit once, cause I'm fucking a kid and I'm experimenting. I'm the problem. And then I'm a drug addict when I'm sitting at home fucking sober. Like I've been sober for months now. Yes, I will smoke. And if I go out with friends, and which I really can't here, like I'll get drunk here at home if I can, if my mom doesn't catch me. But if she does catch me, she'll just see me doing it once, and she'll be like, "You're always drunk," because she just listens to what other people have to say about me, like my husband, and saying shit like, "Oh, you drink," and yada yada yada. But when he drinks, when he does things, like, the double standard is fucking real. There's men in power who do drugs all the time. There's Wolf on Wall Street. That shit is real. Like, men like that do drugs. But you're going for my fucking head for being a kid once, for having fun once, for like doing things that actually made me make friends. Yes, they were fake friends. Right now, they're probably fucking talking shit about me, getting my friends killed because they don't know how to shut the fuck up. But, story for another day. How talking shit affects other people. But, yeah, make me the problem, I guess. Make me the problem. Look, I'm such a problem. Me on drugs. Wow. The hypocrisy is real. If you guys are gonna come for me for doing drugs once, look at your diet. Look at how much coffee you drink. Tea? Don't drink it then. Don't drink coffee. Don't go to McDonald's. Don't go eat fast food. Because all of those are drugs. If we go really deep into what those things contain, what they are made out of, grocery store pasta, don't eat it because it has processed things that could be considered drugs. And some of that shit actually causes cancer. But weed is a problem. But booze is a problem. But LSD and shrooms and all these other random drugs that you can try, I'm not saying go and try everything. I'm not saying every drug is good. No drugs are equal. No two drugs are equal. But don't be fucking hypocrites. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about how fucking fat you are. I don't care how skinny you are. If you're eating McDonald's, I'm gonna tell you how fat you are for eating McDonald's, even if you don't eat it every day. It's the same thing with me. Am I a fucking drug addict for doing shit every once in a while? For smoking every once in a while? For getting shit-faced drunk every once in a while? For doing whatever it is that I will do someday and that I did. Weed, shrooms, LSD, hopefully one day DMT, because that's the fucking goal. Ayahuasca, DMT, someday. But I'm the problem. Is it because you don't like my ideas of peace and freedom and you don't like me fighting back and defending myself? So you're gonna paint me as a drug addict who knows nothing, when I've proven time and time again I do know shit, and I will tell you when you are wrong, and you are fucking wrong for coming at me for doing drugs once, and I will do them again someday probably, because they're fucking fun and they de-stressify me and they give me they take away all sense of inhibition, just gone with the wind. I'm just it's just I don't know, just some dumb stupid guy was like, "Don't you think you romanticize drugs enough?" And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Who do I hurt when I do drugs? Other than annoy people. The only hurt I cause when I'm on drugs is annoying people, because all I want to do is talk and be friendly and just be fucking wild and yada yada yada. But keep talking shit. I hope that the same people who were painting me as a drug addict go fucking vegan, only eat organic, never touch coffee or tea again, and of course you can't have sugar. Don't even eat cupcakes. If it's your grandma's birthday, don't eat cake, because sugar is a drug. Where does the line of ethics start and begin? Because if we go back historically to how drugs actually made us evolve, I'm pretty sure fucking chimps were eating mushrooms and shit. Not chimps, but cavemen. And that might have helped. There's a theory that might have helped speed up the process of evolution. But y'all are so wrong. So fucking wrong. I mean, you literally have sex addictions, but I'm the problem. I literally want to just like do drugs and cuddle with people fucking at my job and just like be a human who like needs affection, loves affection, likes sharing things, like to my last fucking dollar. Sometimes to my to my expense. But those same people will turn around and go tell everyone else fucking playing telephone, and they don't even play it well. Like, they don't even play it well. And there's nothing benevolent about what you're doing. There's nothing benevolent about what you're doing. And you don't know the reasons why I did what I did. You don't know how I was feeling. You don't know what I was going through. And you just sit there and judge me. Like, are you God? Do you want to play God? People are like, don't talk about God. I'm atheist as hell because there's such thing as war. Till the day that no people die unjustly, I will not believe in God, because this is not God's land. This is not a God's world. But when I'm on drugs, I'm literally like, I'm God. Life is fun and great. Let's be friends with everyone. And that is the problem. That I'm like out there sharing my drugs with everyone, making friends. Like, y'all are fucking tweaking. Tweaking. This candy. Let's say it's a drug. Let's say candy, actual candy. Candy, drugs. Don't eat candy. If you're gonna come shit on me for stupid shit that I did that is even irrelevant to what I'm like arguing against, like, just see your way out of here. Like, fucking get the fuck out. Stop watching me, stop following me, because you're just being counterproductive. And if you fall into any of the things that I defend, that I'm trying to fix, and then you still come for me over that small bullshit, the smallest of fucking problems, like, we might not agree on everything, but at least don't fucking come and attack me for like a mistake, a human fucking mistake that I can literally point out your own hypocrisy in. Okay, that's it. That was my rant. Maybe my next video will be me deleting shit off my phone so I can free up some space, because I have so many dumb fucking people that I argue with on there that I need to like just like get rid of. I just need to like my phone just needs to like, I need to detox my phone out of all that fucking recorded idiocy.